Those are bright lights. Good evening and welcome to the 12th Annual Other Israel Film Festival. I am Rabbi Joy Levitt, the Executive Director of the Marlene Meyerson JCC Manhattan, and it's my pleasure to welcome you. This is an excellent time to turn your cell phones off and anything else that beeps. The Other Israel Film Festival gives us at the JCC an opportunity to loudly and proudly express our determination to listen and learn, to hear from those who are rarely heard from, and to celebrate the arts as an extraordinary lens on the most critical issues of our day. For more than a decade, we have created an atmosphere of respect and civil dialogues for one of the most contentious and fraught issues facing our many communities. We are still in a period of Shiva for our dead. This is what hate does. This is what disconnection does. As vigil after vigil has proclaimed, words matter, listening matters, understanding matters, facts matter. Here at the festival, we know this deeply. If only we could bottle up our week of conversation and shine it throughout our country as a model for how we do the hard stuff with sensitivity and respect. If only. This festival does not live in a bubble, not from Pittsburgh or the hate that is spreading in our country, not from the nation-state law in Israel and its chilling impact on so many of its citizens. Here at the festival, we are looking at ways to ensure that our brand is inclusive and responsive. Stay tuned. For 12 years, we have been presenting great films, followed by enlightening conversations that allow us to take a deeper look at Israeli and Palestinian societies, but even more, a deeper look at ourselves. The topics raised in these films could not be more relevant to our society today. Now, more than ever, we need to hear the other. The Marlene Meyerson JCC Manhattan prides itself on inclusion, and that is what the themes of this festival are really about. A huge congratulations goes out to the Other Israel team, Morgan Magid, Yara Kedem, Sarah Ravid, Mohammed Bakri, Saul Zabar, and of course the one and only Yitzi Zablaki. We work out together, we shop together, we eat together, we yell at each other, we listen to each other. We say yes to each other. We create magic together here at the JCC. All of this could not be possible without the persistence and generosity of one person, my friend and colleague, Carol Zabar.
How wonderful to see you all here for the 12th Annual Other Israel Film Festival. What a difference a year makes. Not. The tragic of last Saturday's shooting at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh sends a clear message that we can never dehumanize the other. We must remind ourselves that this was an attack against Jews, but it was an attack against human beings praying in their house of worship. With great humanity, the Muslim community in Pittsburgh raised over $220,000 to give to the victims of this horrendous shooting. That gesture is what it means to be human, to empathize, to step into somebody else's shoes. In July, Israel passed, after a fierce battle in the Knesset, the nation's state law, whose purpose is to preference Jews over the non-Jewish population. Arabic is no longer an official language. Israel always prided itself on being Jewish and democratic. No longer. Israel as a Jewish state takes precedence. Israelis themselves are divided about what the law means and what will behold in the future. And the Palestinian Druze and Bedouin communities are devastated. I fear that this new law will further divide the Jewish diaspora here in the States. After the law was passed, I felt deeply that we must expand the name of our festival to include both Jews and Palestinians, not just Jews. I will be working toward that end in the coming year, and I welcome suggestions from all of you. Other Israel is created so that we here in this space can show movies that tell stories about the Palestinians and other minorities in Israel that illuminate their lives and make them real. When you hear stories, people's stories, you get closer to them. You humanize them. They're not the enemy anymore. After 12 years, I've seen that coming together, viewing these movies in the same place, discussing what we have seen, is the most important part of the festival. Many of us who are attached or even simply interested in Israel sometimes feel that we're very much alone. It's good to sit among people who may not agree with everything you think, but are willing to talk and not accuse you of anti-Semitism for thinking that Israel is going in the wrong direction. I have saved my thanks for last. To Saul, my husband of 50 years, words cannot express my appreciation for your love, support, and criticism when needed. To Muhammad, who was the original inspiration for the festival when I saw him on the stage in Haifa 35 years ago, he has allowed me, sometimes kicking and screaming, to step into his shoes and experience his life and his family's. This is a prize above rubies. To Joy, my sounding board and honest friend, my critic, I value your friendship and you're giving me the opportunity to create this festival. Most of all, to Isaac Zablocki, without whom I could never have done any of this. I know that in Hollywood they say this all the time. I couldn't have done this without my mother, my father, my cat. But in this case, it's true. I'm not always with the program, and Yitzi keeps me honest. Please welcome Yitzi Zablocki.
Thank you. I want to thank Carol. 12 years, you've inspired us, and you never waver in your determination and passion for a better Israel. I want to thank Muhammad Bakri, who has been committed to bringing these stories to our public here and has been a wonderful partner to us. I want to thank Saul. I've been calling him now for the last few years our spiritual leader in this, and his advice is always very welcome, even if we don't always follow it. I want to thank the leadership here at the JCC, starting with the board and all the board members who have been supporting. This is not a given. I hope you appreciate what kind of Jewish community you're in here. Joy, thank you so much. Deva, Hillel, all thank you for your support of making this possible here. This week, now's the fun stuff. We have a fantastic lineup of films, all followed by crucial conversations. Shows are selling out, so please get your tickets in advance and help spread the word. Bring friends who might have never heard or considered coming to Other Israel. This year, we're also presenting films at JCC Harlem Uptown, NYU Downtown, Alamo Draft House in Brooklyn. They feed you there. It's a lot of fun. Go for that one. Tell your Brooklyn friends, Other Israel, that's what you should do this week. These films are only here this week. We hope this festival inspires you to take also further steps after you see these films and take action and further engagement. And for this, we thank our partners who are actually doing work on the ground. Check out all of our partners who become a part of this festival. They're the ones that then make a difference. I want to give a special example tonight. NIF, the New Israel Fund, best friends with Mr. Netanyahu, who they every year create this field guide for us of organizations that relate directly to the work mentioned in the films. You want to know what you could do next? Support the organizations like this. Please check out all of our partners again online. I also want to thank all the partners that helped to elevate our conversations that we're going to have after every screening by bringing us many great speakers. It's going to be fantastic. And don't miss Saturday's panel on the other in Israeli cinema and how it's impacting the film industry there. It's going to be a fantastic conversation. And of course, the filmmakers. We have many fantastic filmmakers here coming in for, I believe, every film. Tonight with us, we have Donna Goldberg from Death of a Poetess. Don't miss this one. Donna, are you here? Yay. Welcome, Donna. Itzik Lerner's here with us. Itzik, I saw you before. Hello, Itzik. And of course, he has the film Megiddo, which is screening on Sunday evening. And of course, the filmmaker for tonight's film, The Cousin, Tzachi Grad. Tzachi, thank you so much for being here. We're going to get back to him in a moment, but once again, I want to mention that this year we have the honor of presenting an award in the memory of a man who brought truth to the light through film and journalism. Our friend Bob Simon. The winner of the Bob Simon Award will be announced at closing night, which is already sold out. Thank you. I want to give a big thank you to our new and improved team, to Yaara Kedem, our Associate Director, Morgan Magid, our Program Associate. This is her first Other Israel. Sarah Ravid, who jumped in now, our Program Manager, and is helping lift a lot of the heavy stuff here. They are the ones that get all the credit for making this happen. I want to thank here at the JCC our marketing team and design team and our PR team, Eric, Jessica, Allison, and everyone else who made all these beautiful things. That trailer, Angelica, it was all made in-house. It's wonderful. I want to thank also Megan Whitman, who helped us. There's a small little exhibit upstairs of relating to the nation-state law that NIF helped put together. So please check that out as well. You can check it out during the reception that will follow the conversation that's after this film. And of course, to all of our volunteers and interns who work tirelessly, and without them, we could not run this festival. Tonight's film, we're there. It's first and foremost, I consider this a comedy. Tzachi, a comedy? I laughed. Don't be afraid to laugh. We can discuss afterwards if it's too soon to laugh. But one of the amazing things about this film is that it uses the power of comedy and creative storytelling to engage an audience with important statements on Israeli society. The story is really the frame for then deeper engagement. Look out for a hysterical cameo from Lior Ashkenazi. You get 2 points if you call him out there. And after the film, we will have Tzachi Grad back here with us. He is the writer, director, and lead star of the film, so he'll have a lot to say. So stay seated, and then you will be rewarded with a reception up in the gallery. Keep your cell phones in your pocket throughout the screening, and enjoy. Thank you very much.